Hey everybody, it's Ken Abrams here, and yes, I am trying to hold on to summer just a little bit longer. As for us, summer is winding down and we are about to start our fall, which is going to hopefully be very busy. It's been said that you never get a second chance to make a first impression. That's very true. However, in a service business, you're making that first impression over and over and over again. Now, recently, I went on vacation with my family. We went to Aruba where we've been many times. We stay at the same place usually, and it's a place that we've grown to love. Aruba has actually become for us a second home. I have to tell you that the impression that I got this time going to the same place we've stayed at many, many times was not a favorable one. We seemed to have several issues throughout our time there, which was A, unusual, and B, somewhat frustrating. What made it even more frustrating is that the staff didn't seem overly willing to help us, which is troubling considering that we have been there more than a dozen times and we've brought friends and family, many of whom have then gone back to the island on their own, gone back to the exact same place we stay, so we've helped get them business, not to mention that we ourselves have invested quite a bit of money into this location. It was again frustrating that the staff didn't seem overly willing to help us, number one, and number two, they didn't really seem to be treating us as if we were valued guests, clients, customers, however you'd like to refer to us. Contrary to that, we went to a restaurant and we were treated so incredibly well, I would go back there again and again and again. The woman who seated us was not only the hostess, but we could see her running around the restaurant, making sure that people got their checks on time, making sure if they needed water, that water was given to them, double checking with everyone to see how their meal was. As the night wore on, the place emptied out and she actually spent time talking to us. She could not have been nicer. If she lived in this country, I would have hired her in a minute. Her customer service skills were off the charts. It was so nice to see that juxtaposition, going into a place and being treated so well, as opposed to going to a place that we had expected to be treated well and weren't treated as well as we thought we should have been. Years ago, I worked with an individual, and he talked about our business as having the 4 A's: attitude, appearance, arrival, and ability. And those were not weighted equally. We used to refer to the attitude, arrival, and appearance as the 90%, meaning that if you didn't have those 3 elements, how talented you were and whatever ability you had went out the window. So for us, it was important that we have the 3 A's, and the 4th was important too, but not as important. We've often tried to explain to our staff that when you arrive, if you're late, if you don't look good, and if you have a lousy attitude, no matter how talented you are, you're never going to win that individual over. It's important to us that when we arrive at a function, we greet people the way that we ourselves want to be greeted. We introduce ourselves. We let them know who we are and what we're there for. We try and dress appropriately, making sure that our appearance matches what the guests and our client have come to expect. And again, your attitude is so important. But if you arrive late, have a lousy attitude, and look shoddy, you're never going to win those people over. So yes, first impressions are important, but so are every other time you greet and meet a new client or even an old one.